I'm Kat and I play Red. Today we're looking at a game that's got a really interesting mechanism, one that I don't feel is used as often as it should. The game is The Great Split, designed by Hjalmar Hatch and Lorenzo Silva and produced by Horrible Guild. Let's have a look at it. Welcome to the most exclusive gala night of the year. The most renowned luxury hoarders have already arrived, eager to exchange irresistible offers and maybe screw each other over to build the best collection of all. We were just waiting for you to arrive to start The Great Split. In The Great Split, your goal is to build the most prestigious collection of riches. Your player board here has a lot of tracks and a lot of cubes. The white ones here are your score markers, so if you go around the track and hit 100, you're going to move that. They both start at 0. We have the resource tracks at the top here, and the cubes match the colour of the resources, and our silver cubes for the seals. We have our wallet, complete with matching splitter card. We have our main board here. The scoring tokens were placed randomly and the market tokens were also placed randomly and put face down. Our token here indicates the round, so we're obviously in the first round of the game. We are going to start by dealing each player 4 cards from deck 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you've done that, this deck can actually go back in the box because it won't be used over the course of the game. You're then going to randomly select one of these character tiles. So, look, okay. And again, once all the players have got those, they can go back in the box. You're going to gain the resources shown on the top corner here. So in this case, I'm going to get 3 tomes, which is quite nice. So move my cube up by 3. And the symbols at the bottom will affect endgame scoring, and we'll talk about those in a bit. The Great Split is played over 6 rounds, as indicated on the main board here. And each round has 5 phases: deal, split, resolution, market and end of round. So, deal is simple. You're going to deal each player a card from the deck shown at the top. So, at this point we're going to take 1 card from deck 2. We've got nice little inlaid spots on the board here for decks 2 and 3. At this point, all players should check they haven't gone above the hand limit for the round, which is shown on the main board as well. Next comes the fun part, the actual split. Oh my goodness, I hadn't looked at these. This is done simultaneously. You're going to split your cards into 2 groups. They can be, you could have 1 card and 4 cards, 2, 3, however you want to split it. So let's have a look at what we've got here. You're going to pass these cards to another player who is going to choose 1 group to take. Now I'm going to split mine like that, those 2 groups. Obviously I wouldn't be doing this face up on the table. We're then going to take our splitter card and place that between the 2 groups. Put all the cards back in your wallet and pass them to the player on your right. In the meantime, you will receive a wallet from the player on your left, who will have done the same thing. Open the wallet you received and you're going to have a look at the cards available. And you're going to choose one group of these to take. Now, I think I know straight away. What are we? I'm going to take these 3 cards. So I put these face down in front of me. Pop these back, including the splitter card, into the wallet. And then I'm going to give that wallet back to that player at the same time I get my wallet back from the player on my right. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Take the cards left in your wallet, put them together with the cards you received. And this is going to be your hand for the round. Once you have your hand of cards, you're going to move on to the resolution phase, which again happens simultaneously. When you place a resource card, you're just going to take the resources shown. So in this case, I'm going to get 4 points. So move my marker up, 4 points. 1 green gem, 1 blue gem, and 2 tomes, which was why I wanted that. So cards generally are resource cards. The other type of cards you're going to get are seals like this. Now, there are 3 different types of seals. The triangles, which we have here, which will allow you to move up on the purple or the brown track. There are then square seals, which will allow you to move up the blue, green or yellow track. And there's also some wild seals that have got a star on them that will allow you to move up any of those tracks. So this one, I'm going to move up 1 here. Your splitter card then gives you 1 resource of your choice. It can be anything, it can be the seals, whatever you want. Now, in this case, I'm actually going to take an artwork. You can always sell cards for 1 gold or 1 point if it's something you don't want. If towards the end of the game you're full on a track, you can basically just pop it down and give yourself a gold or a star. So let's have a look at some of the special spaces on the board. The first thing we're going to look at is the seals here. Now these are important for endgame scoring. Whenever you hit one of these spots, you're going to move up the indicated track. So if I went up 1 more here, I'd go up on the tome track. This will help you push your artwork track up, your gem track and your gold track. Talking of the gold track, this has got some little spaces here with 2 arrows. Now, if you move your cube onto one of those spaces, you can move any other track up by 2. Now, the other 4 resources, you'll see these coloured spaces and icons. This is your endgame scoring. So, I'm going to use purple as an example because I've moved up on the seal track. So let's say at the end of the game, I was here on the tame track. You can see I've moved past and onto 2 of these symbols. So my final score for tome scoring would be 2 times the gold star number indicated here. So at this point in time, I'd only get 2 points for my tome. If I'd managed to move it there, I'd have a 2 times multiplier, so it would be 4. And so on until you get right up to the end here and potentially get a 4 times multiplier, which is tough. But we haven't, that's there and that's there for now. So that is the end of round 1. So once resolution is done, you're going to move on to the market phase on the main board here. The first thing we're going to do is flip over this market tile and move the art track up 1, because it says 1 there. Simple. We then move on to the second round. We take 1 card from deck 2 as indicated, and we need to check our hand size. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've actually got 6 cards here, and I need to discard down to 5. So, oh, I don't know. See, every card has its use. I think I'm actually going to take out the 4 points because that's pretty strong. So just put that on the discard pile and then we begin the round again. So let's have a look. 5 cards is weird because you've got to jiggle it. Now, I quite like the brown and the purple, but then there's the seal and the gems. So you need to try and make it so that you still get left with some good stuff. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to lure my opponent in with the seal and the gemstones and hope they take that. So again, I pop it into my wallet and pass it and I'd get another one. Play will continue like this for the first 3 rounds. So let's say we've played that round and this round. Goodness, 3 is a big old jump. Oh, so at the end of round 3, we're going to enter a scoring phase. Now, the only thing that's actually going to score is the artworks here, and this is randomly blank. So the way you score the artworks is to see where you are on the artwork track, and I'm now at number 8. So we check number 8 with the market track here, and I'm at this point here, so that would get me 13 points. So mark that on my board. This is obviously going to keep going up over the course of the game, so you need to keep moving your artwork track up. Let's say we've done this round, 9. Now when we get to the next scoring, we're going to score our gems and our tomes. So let's jiggle these around a bit. The tomes are simply scored by the number of points you're on or you've gone past. So here, I've gone past the 3, so I'd get 3 points. Obviously, if I'd had the chance to move that up by 1, I'd have got 6 points, but I didn't. The gems, you're going to look at where you are on both the gem tracks. Now I'm at 3 here and 5 here. I'm going to take the lowest track, which in this case is the topaz 3, and double it. So I'll get 6 points for that. So pop that. So that is how you score the 3 different resources on the board. So let's go back to our main board. 0, that's nice. And upside down 4. So that would put that at 13. At the end of round 6, you're going to score your tomes, your artwork and your gems in exactly the same way you did before. Then you're going to move on and score your seals. So let's have a look at how that works. Let me just jiggle things around a bit and pretend I'm really good. So we're going to start on this side and let's score the purple tomes. Now I've got 2 symbols here, plus my character tile from the start gives me an additional 1. So 2 plus 1 multiplied by 1, I'd get 3 points. Then the artwork, we're going to go, I have 2 and they score me 2 each, so that would be 4 points. The topaz, I've got 3 of those, multiplied by 2 is 6. And green, 1, 2 times 2, so the emeralds are going to score me 4. And lastly, the gold. Now again, my starting character tile had 2 symbols, and I've got 3 there, so that's 5 multiplied by 2 for 10 points. Once you've scored everything, The player with the most points is the winner. If there is a tie, you get to split the victory. The Great Split is great fun. I really like the I split you choose mechanism. I can't think of many other games we've got with it. We've got New York Slice and Jewelsaw Island. And that's the only ones I can think of. It's not a mechanism that's widely used for some reason. This plays between 2 and 7 players. And because there's a lot of simultaneous play, the extra player count doesn't add a lot of time to the game. It says about 45 minutes. That's probably right. Now, you might be a bit longer with 7 players. I've not played it at 7 yet. I'd like to. If we can arrange that for BGG Spring, that would be great. So the timing's great. The other thing that's super cool about this is there's so little setup. It doesn't take you a long time to prepare. It doesn't take you a long time to explain. It's super quick and it's fun. It's just really good fun. This is something you could play with your family, or you can play with hardcore gamers, in which case those splits are going to get a bit mean. The artwork's lovely. It's all pretty obvious what most things mean, which we always like. It's a Great Split from Horrible Guild. It's available now. Check it out. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to click like, subscribe, all that stuff. Come and say hello on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I play Red. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.